Hello, thanks for being here. Today we will talk about the 5 signs that your ex will never return. If you're here right now, it's because you probably want your ex back. Maybe you just broke up and are trying different techniques for a while and they don't work well. But when do you know that it is no longer worth trying? When do you know that your ex will never get back with you? Today we are going to talk about the 5 signs that your ex will never come back to you. 1. Your ex is happily married or married to someone else. Sadly, simply being married is not a non-negotiable technique, because I can't tell you how often, especially male exes, will cheat on their wives. But remember, if he can cheat on her with you, he can cheat on you with someone else too. But it's all about looking for non-negotiable signals, so pay close attention to happily married, which means that he and his wife, possibly with children, are living their best life, so there is absolutely nothing to do here. 2. Your ex literally started a relationship with you by cheating on you. Unfortunately, cheating isn't always the only reason for a breakup, but it's usually at least one contributing factor. Personally, I think it's one of the hardest things to get back, but we've had some success. However, we've never been successful if your ex has witnessed how you cheated on him. You see, there is a huge difference in knowing that someone cheated on you and actually catching them in the act. Both are traumatic and painful, but seeing your partner with someone else is much more powerful and harder to forget and forgive. The truth is, if you cheated on your ex, most of the time it will put you out of the relationship anyway, so it's not worth trying again. But if you find yourself in that rare circumstance, because there are always outliers, where you've essentially had your ex stepping on you and cheating on you and you still want him to come back, I'm telling you the chances are so low that I've never seen that happen. Now, I wanted to point out here that this is different than your ex finding out that you cheated on him. So if you find yourself in a situation where you made a mistake and cheated on your ex, but your ex didn't actually witness it, there is some hope, but it takes a lot of work, maybe even couples therapy, to get through an incident of infidelity and rebuild trust. 3. Your ex will never get back to you if he doesn't respond to anything you approach. Having some kind of communication is absolutely necessary before you can get your ex back. Let's say it's been a few months since your breakup and you've applied a no-contact rule and contacted your ex multiple times only to get no response. So you try to reach him or her on Facebook or Instagram or literally in any way you can think of to get his or her attention, but they still haven't responded. Then the months go by, you let him have more time and you try again. You come closer again and in all the same ways. This time, maybe you even try to call him on the phone and leave a voicemail, but nothing has happened, he doesn't answer you. And in some cases, let's say your ex has blocked you and you can't get in touch at all. Let's say 3 or 4 months go by and he hasn't unlocked you. It's a good bet that your ex will never get back with you. 4. Your ex is incredibly cruel when he responds to you. I'm not saying that your ex should always respond positively to you. In fact, neutral responses or even negative responses like "Why are you texting me?" they are fine, but what is not right is that he responds with a photo where he is making out with another person in a club. This is a clear indication that the person you are trying to win back is not only not worth it, but that you should immediately come off this person. Some ex-partners are extraordinarily cruel and sometimes it's worth walking away because they won't treat you differently when they are in a relationship with you if you manage to get back. Sign 5. You receive physical or emotional abuse. This is really difficult to handle because victims of abuse, both physical and emotional, often deny it, so they run away from the problem or just try to divide it so they don't have to think about it. We see that this happens more in cases of emotional abuse because it is easy to fall into the trap of thinking about, "At least she is not hurting me physically." But what about emotional and mental pain? If your ex is emotionally abusing you or if you go back in time and see evidence of emotional abuse, it is a good sign that you need to step away. Sure, your ex can act like a new person if you get back together, but it will never last long, and you will always be walking on eggshells around you so as not to see the bad side of her. Change is something very difficult to achieve. I believe that human beings can change and that is what makes us so unique. We can look at a problem and change the way we approach that problem. However, when it comes to something that is so ingrained in our personality, change is not easy. Now, a breakup can be traumatic, but it is usually not a life-threatening or life-changing event. So what will happen is that he will promise you that they will be better. He will contact you and be better at first, but slowly he will revert to his abusive tendencies and you will be back where you started. Now, benefit from our experience and our proven strategy to get your ex back. You deserve the opportunity for a happy future with your ex. Click on the link in the description of this video, so we can help you immediately. Do not forget to share the video to help other people like you who are looking for help. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and comment. A pleasure and thanks.